What is up, you beautiful people? My name is Rito, and this is the video so many of you guys have been waiting for, because this video is about a topic that I've gotten asked so many times, and that is, why am I not getting enough sales, or why am I not getting any sales? So I'll be breaking down the process. I'll be showing you exactly what might be wrong with your store or with your ads. So if you're ready to find that out and ready to reverse engineer so that you can see step by step what might be going wrong with your product, store, or ads so that you're not getting any sales, hold on to your seats, because this is going to be one hell of a ride. So let's dive in. So you've opened up your Shopify store and you're not getting sales. Do you know you're not alone? A lot of people face this issue because, see, in the end, if you don't have any marketing experience and you just did it out of whim or a fancy, then it's difficult to make things work. But there's always a solution. Like, even if you're not experienced and you want to gain experience, you want to start getting those sales, you want to start driving that revenue, then there is a solution. And in this video, I'll be actually breaking down the process, because I believe in the solution mindset, right? If there is a problem, there has to be a solution. So if you're not getting sales, there has to be something that you can change or do to start getting those sales and to find your winner. So if you're excited, so I want to actually break down the entire thing with you. I want to break down all of these things so that you can reverse engineer and find out what's wrong with your store, products, or ads. So the solution I want to talk to you about is called the 3-napkin solution. And I just invented this. So the 3-napkin solution is basically the 3 things that could be wrong. The first is clicks. The second is add to carts, and the third is sales, right? So these are the 3 things, and you have to start to reverse engineer and find out step by step what's wrong with your product, your store, or your ads. So let's dive into this 3-napkin system and find out why you're not getting any sales. The first is clicks. You're not getting any clicks on your ads. That's the first problem you can have. Now, when you're not getting clicks, it can be either one of 2 things. The first is your actual product itself. The product you are advertising is either way too saturated, or people are just not interested in it. When will people not be interested in it? Well, if it's not unique, or if it's not that creative, or if it's something that's easily available on retail outlets or on the local supermarkets, well, then they won't be that interested in clicking on the ad because they've already seen it before. The second is the ad creative. So if it's not the product, it is the ad creative. So even if the product is something that's working for a lot of other drop shippers and it's not working for you, it's probably the ad creative. So the ad creative is your either image or video that you're using to advertise your product, and it's probably not engaging enough. So what's the solution? The solution is to go back to the drawing board, go back to doing product research and to find a different product. Or if it's the ad, then try to create a new ad creative, and then also try to edit the thumbnail. If it's a video ad, then edit the thumbnail, because a thumbnail can also make a huge impact on the engagement and the number of clicks your ad gets, right? So it's either the product or the ad. Let's move on to napkin number 2, ATCs, or add to carts. Now, the first thing to remember is to be reasonable. You can't expect everybody who clicks through on your Facebook ad to actually go onto your store and add the product to cart. But if you've gotten like 50 visitors sent from your Facebook ads and not a single person has added that product to their cart, something might be wrong. But the good news is, hey, you're getting a lot of clicks, so you're getting a lot of engagement. So congratulations. But that means nothing if you can't get add to carts. Another important thing to note down is that there are several niches and several types of products that get a lot of clicks, but they are not really buyer audience, right? So there are some niches that I know of that I've actually advertised in, which are like click happy people. So they actually like to click on ads, they like to browse different e-commerce stores, but they actually don't end up buying. So if you're advertising a product in one of those niches, it's important to know that that also happens. But for a second now, let's consider it's not one of these niches. So why are you not getting add to carts? The first is the product page. Now in the product page, it could be one or all of these things. First is speed. Is your site loading up quickly? Because if it's not, then people are just running away like rabbits. Because there has been a lot of research done on like page load times, and the longer your website takes to load, the faster your people are going to get turned off and they're going to leave without taking any action. The second is your images and description. Now I've covered a lot of this in my copywriting video, but that is definitely something worth looking at. Optimizing your images, making sure a primary image is the one that highlights the product, making sure a description is is written in a way that entices people to actually add that product to their cart. It could also be scarcity. So do you have those scarcity elements? Dropshipping is a lot about scarcity. The number of items left in stock, a countdown timer, a sale, 50% off, 60% off. So all of these things help drive the add to cart and then eventually the sale. So if you don't have those scarcity elements, that could be one issue. Now the good news is Dropship theme has all of those things taken care of you. So yeah, get the Dropship theme. The second reason you're probably not getting add to carts is price. So what about price? So is your product priced correctly? Because see, price is about value and perception of a particular product. So it depends on how you've branded the store. It depends on how you've set up your product page. It depends on how your ad creative is. But if it's not something that people think deserves, let's say X amount of dollars, you need to reduce the price slightly to see whether you can make an impact with that reduced price or not. The third reason you're probably not getting add to carts is branding. Now, with branding, it could be either your colors, it could be your logo, it could be your guarantees or what have you on your product page. So if you have those elements taken care of, if you have a professional logo, if you have the right colors selected for that type of audience, and if you have those guarantees in place, you should be decently branded enough to sell at least low to mid ticket items. But if you're selling, let's say a high ticket item or something that's a luxurious item, so your store needs to be branded differently. So branding is again one critical component, and it's not something that a lot of beginners get, but that's why I recommend like advertising low to mid ticket products, because that kind of audience doesn't really care that much about branding, but branding is important, like your logo, your colors chosen, and the way you've positioned your guarantees and your product does make an impact and does force the visitor to actually hit that add to cart button. Now you might be wondering, how do I get all the information for like clicks, add to carts and sales? Well, what I do recommend is that you pay close attention to your Facebook ad numbers. Just go check out the video that I published like a few days ago where I talk about the columns and how to read Facebook ad data. Now, because a lot of Indians are watching this, I want to just give a shout out to somebody called Captain Zero from a Discord group that I'm a part of. What they've done is they've actually built out a Chrome extension that shows you the INR numbers in dollars inside your Facebook ad account. So if you're somebody who has just gotten like your store running in USD and your ads are running in INR and you're getting confused and you have to open up a calculator every time to check what's what. Well, what this Chrome extension does is it takes all of the data that's inside your Facebook ad account that's in INR, converts it into dollars according to the currency exchange rate, and then shows that to you. So it's much more easier to compare. And I've also given a link to that Discord group below if you want to have some intense conversations with some awesome people about dropshipping and actually be part of a community that's not only free, but it's actually pretty helpful. So yeah, all the links are inside the description below. So go check out the Chrome extension and become part of that Discord group. And now let's move on. The third and the final napkin is sales. And here's the holy grail. What to do if you're not getting sales? Well, if you have made sure that your ad is correct, your product is hot so that you're getting clicks. The next thing you made sure is that you're getting add to carts. Once those two things are taken care of, let's say you're getting clicks, let's say you're getting add to carts, but you're not getting any sales, well, then you try to reverse engineer why you're not getting sales, and it can be one of two things primarily. The first is again, price. Now, price is a big factor because a lot of people just get turned off even after visiting the product page. You might get a lot of people just visiting the product page, not even adding to cart, not even buying the product, and it'll be because of the price. So definitely try tweaking the price. Sometimes even higher price works because again, it's about value and perception. If you've branded the product in a particular way, you're bound to get some sales. So you need to check the price of the product, try lowering and try increasing the price from your current price point and see whether that makes an impact or not. The second and the most important thing that leads to no sales is trust. Are people able to trust your store? When people come to your store, are they getting turned off, or is there something that's lacking? It can be either your guarantees, it can be your branding elements that you have gotten on, it can be a returns policy, it can be about the legal pages or lack thereof, it can be about your logo, it can also be about just not getting the trust enough by looking at the store name. One quick solution for that, especially if you've been trying this out for a long time, let's say you've gotten a product that's gotten you clicks, add to carts, but you're not getting any sales, one quick solution that I would recommend is to actually just change the store name. Keep that same Shopify store, just buy a new domain name that has a more appealing kind of a store name, design a new logo, set up some new colors on your theme, and boom, you're ready to go. Launch that same ad to the same audience with this new store link, with this new domain name, and sometimes I've actually seen it makes a huge impact. So if you're not getting sales, your store name might be something worth giving a second look at. So you guys, here's the thing, clicks, add to carts, and sales. these are the three things that you need to be looking at. This is the 3 napkin system, because and it's important to look at each of these things step by step. The first thing you need to be looking at is clicks. If you're getting clicks, then look at add to carts. If you're getting add to carts, then look at why you're not getting sales. And then try to reverse engineer by going through all of these elements that I told you guys about and try to figure out why you're not getting sales and try to improve each of these, because in this video, I've given you solutions to actually improve each of these. So yeah, if you're not getting sales, this is how your solution mindset should work like. And I've actually emphasized this several times that your mindset makes a very, very big impact. The resolution that you have, the drive and the will to succeed actually goes a long way in this business. So I hope this was helpful for you. If this was, smash that like button right below and make sure you're subbed and built to the Flying Start Online channel, and you know what's coming next. Until next time, okay, tata, bye bye.